things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They go to the ground. And this home team defense is not rolling out the welcome mat for the visitors. They start their night stuffing the run.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man in the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And they can't make the connection.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
To the air, it's Nelson. He's got him. Still running at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Going to try to get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Touchdown, Utes! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Hoover. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the grab on the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
That's reeled in. It's Parker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fakes the catch. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on fourth.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Wide open, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Utah!
And what a great play call there on fourth down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that fourth down play for a touchdown.
TCU 0.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Second down.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Nowhere close on that one, as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Ready to fire from the pistol. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking down the middle. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Pocket breaking down. Wide open downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They're going to run it. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Andrews. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So first down here as they go back to work. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Turning on the Jets. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David, the offense. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Grabs it in the middle.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the...
Breaks away in the middle. Touchdown, Utah! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now...
It's a seam wide open, and they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And the Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now it breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running game.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking for space, it's Jackson. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Utes will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utes! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll run this play from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Here's a hit. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Makes the catch. It's Payne.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted, number 19. Got some room to run. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Utah! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They think there's room to run to the right here.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the day. He's been a workhorse. Continue to feed him, continue to create balance in this offense. But what a nice day by this young man running the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's the handoff. Looking for more room. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st down for this offense. He's got it on the right. Turning it on. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Snagged in the middle. It's Parker. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
42, TCU.
The Utes will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half.
17, set to kick off.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Fires to the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Wait, when you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
Got it in the middle, it's James. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense. They're going to need more of them to get back in this football game, but I like the first drive aggressiveness by this offense.
At the 17-yard line. Brings up second down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass, it's Hoover. It's on target and complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He wants it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Utes send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. To throw, it's Hoover. Gonna take a shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Horned Frog! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Makes it past the marker. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got a man. It's Jackson. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Hums it downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, I think the quarterback was trying to push that ball deep down the field. Nobody was open, though, so he finds his fullback for a short gain.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Dropping back, it's Hoover. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Hey, you got to find a matchup. Like, what is the matchup out wide that you can go with? 4 verts, I get it, but they're playing deep. They're understanding that they got a lead. They can play with a cushion. We just need a guy to win a one-on-one battle. Who is our guy that we can pick to make a play down the field?
That's caught. It's Baker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's small. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right down the middle. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Utes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. To the air, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Now facing a third and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Offense in a bunch formation. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Off to the races to the right. He's at the... And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
59, TCU 21.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Payne. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Fires downfield. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Oh, he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Man, you talk about a helpless feeling. When you're the guy who fumbled and you're watching that thing roll towards the sidelines, you're like, please get out of bounds, and it does. Tell you what, the offense has the lead. That was a big...
Breaks into the open. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it.
What a massive play by the defense, knocking it out. That's a country fumble. There's nobody around it, so you scoop that puppy up and you get downfield. It's a huge return and a momentum-changing play.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Hoover. Finds his target down the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people...
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Turning it on. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More